It is a special day here at WSAB as we join forces with St. Joseph's Candler to make a difference in the fight against breast cancer. The hospital's mobile mammography unit is right outside of our studios today, providing free and low-cost screenings for women who might otherwise go without this life-saving test. WSAB's Tina Shaw is joining us now live with an inside look at the unit. And Tina, we had a great turnout today.
It has been an amazing day. Wonderful to watch women walk in and out of this mobile mammography unit from St. Joseph's Candler. It really truly touched my heart after working with breast cancer survivors for more than 2 decades, and also our Buddy Check 3 program teaming up with St. Joseph's Candler. This means so much to see women be able to come inside this mobile mammography unit, a hospital on wheels, to have their mammogram. The first thing that happens once you come through this door, you will check in. And I want to give you a tour because this is very comfortable. There are pictures along the walls. It's a hospital, right? When you get to this point, you will walk through this door, change your clothes, and once you're done, it is time for your mammogram. Come through the second door, and Kimberly Jones Dowdell will be waiting to perform your mammogram. I want to scoot back here around our photojournalist and chief photographer, Jensen Bland. We're in small quarters here. Jensen, let's talk to Kimberly a little bit about what her job is. Kimberly, you've been in this business for a very long time, and I know how compassionate you are because I've worked with you very closely. What is your job on a daily basis? You're all across the coastal empire.
Yes, I am a mammographer. Take images of the breast. My role is to create the most clear image so that the radiologist can get a clear view to diagnose your mammogram.
And I know you have some images on the screen right now. Tell us what happens. I know I've had a mammogram many times, and the technician may say, hey, let's try this right breast again. What does that mean?
Well, it could be positioning. It could be motion. So we just want to get a clear image. So just because a side is being repeated doesn't mean that you have anything, just that the mammographer wants to get a better image of your breast.
We're going to take a break right now, and we have a special story that we'd like to share because 1% of men are diagnosed with breast cancer every year, and I met a Bluffton man recently. Here's his story. After 30 years in healthcare, Jeff Stauffer and his wife Linda retired and decided to make Bluffton their home. The move was something they had been looking forward to, but not long after they settled into their home, he discovered he had breast cancer. When he was on the mend from a shoulder injury.
My arm was in a sling with that little cushion behind it. When I was finally able to take it off, get in the shower, I noticed a lump in my armpit. And I also noticed one right next to my sternum.
Having a background in healthcare, he knew all about breast cancer. After all, his own mother had the disease. What he didn't realize is that he was one of only 1% of men who get it.
I didn't have any pain because all of the nerves were cut. I had a total mastectomy. I didn't have to get radiation or the more traditional intravenous chemo, just take the hormone therapy, the tamoxifen. They said, you're lucky, you're on a pill. For 5 years.
As he navigates the after effects of his retirement, he continues to take medication to help keep him in remission. And this Air Force veteran is living a full, happy life. On this particular day, he reflected on the life of his father, a World War II veteran.
The rifle shell is inside the flag.
His message to other men:
don't ignore any unusual sensations. If you just happen to touch your chest or anything, you're not going to feel it just sitting in the chair. You've got to physically go in and find it. Even if you go to the doctor and it's a false alarm, better a false alarm than ignoring something.
Jeff says he's most thankful for his treatment at Buford Memorial Hospital.
my primary care, Dr. Wallace, and my surgeon, Dr. Dina Mansker, up at Buford Memorial. They've all been great. Once a year I have a mammogram. She does the breast exam for me on the other side, make sure nothing's coming up there.
And you just heard it from Mr. Stauffer. Once a year he has a mammogram. He is doing well, and I'm happy to report that. By the way, experts say that if men are going to be diagnosed with breast cancer, it's usually between the age of 60 through the early 70s. Now I want to bring Kimberly back in quickly. Kimberly, here at St. Joseph's Candler's mammography unit, you have some of the best technology.
Yes, ma'am, we do. We have the 3D equipment right here. 3D, also known as tomosynthesis, is a technique where your mammogram is like slices, and that the doctor can see different slices, different levels of your breast. And so that way he can see the different layers and can tell if you have anything on your mammogram.
And I know you're often here and you may have someone who's never had a mammogram. How do you comfort them?
Well, first I tell them that just calm down, and that I'm going to be very gentle with them. And I usually guide them into it, go as slow as I need to with them, and just let them know that they're doing the best thing possible to ensure that their health, they're doing the best thing possible.
Kimberly, thank you so much. And I want to say thank you to all of our WSAV viewers and the women who came to have their mammogram today. This is so important. Continue to do your breast self-exams and your annual mammograms. Tina Tyashaw reporting live inside the mobile mammography unit from St. Joseph's Candler.
All right, Tina, thank you for the tour. We appreciate it. And happening right now, our Paint the Town Pink phone bank is live at WSAV. You can call 912-644-6852 to speak directly with a team member from St. Joseph's Candler. So they are taking your calls about scheduling a mammogram. They can answer questions about breast cancer, or they can take your donation to support life-saving care for people who cannot afford it. And along with today's events, you have the opportunity to help make a difference in the lives of thousands. If you want to make a monetary donation benefiting the Telfair Mammography Fund, simply text PTTP, it stands for Paint the Town Pink, to number 50155. Donations will be accepted year-round. With your help, together we can fight this disease.